Greetings and welcome to the Neuroscience block. This is a new 3-week mission to look at neurological health and well-being in space, commencing the week of the 2nd of September and concluding in the week commencing 16 September. And then there's a 1-week break after that before the final block. There's only one spacewalk, so you'll be able to work through the materials at your own pace. We're starting the block with the Meet an Expert session, and you can check in with this video via Canvas anytime you like. As usual, there is some preparation required for the mission roundtable and debrief, and that includes group members being allocated to present a recap from the musculoskeletal block. So please have a look at Canvas for the allocations and also the instructions. And just a reminder that your written report is due no later than Sunday the 22nd of September, and that your final assessment will be due no later than Sunday the 20th of October. To support these assignments, you should aim to complete 2 short reflections for your e-portfolio. The first to support your written assignment, and then a spin-off reflection to support your final presentation. And a reminder of the spin-off resources that are available via the Mission 7 homepage. The layout for this block is the same as all the previous blocks, so we have our general tabs at the top, and then we have the tiles for the specific activities, and then the to-do list with the tasks and the key dates. For inspiration and extension, we have a set of beautiful posters for you to have a look at, and you're able to download those via the NASA website, and then a whole list of extension resources for you. With the spacewalk, the overview is also laid out in the normal way. So we have introduction, the aims, which are your learning objectives, explore, which is your resources, discuss, which is an opportunity to reflect and review any additional activities to reinforce your learning, and then extra resources. The learning outcomes, there are a number of these, including to appreciate the key neurological effects of space flight, why space motion sickness occurs and how it manifests itself, how spaceflight affects the vestibular system and the implications of this, the impact of spaceflight on the special senses, the fluid shifts and changes in intracranial pressure that occur in microgravity, spaceflight-associated neuroocular syndrome, key issues in behavioural health and well-being, and appreciate that creativity might be an important survival skill. The learning resources are arranged into tabs. So the first one is Neuroscience, the brain in space. The second one, space motion sickness. Next one, vestibular and sensory motor responses. Next, special senses, then fluid shifts, intracranial pressure and vision problems, and finally behavioural health and well-being. And there are some quiz questions integrated into some of those little slideshows. With the discussion points on Padlet, there are 3 questions specific to this block, and then the normal 3 general questions. Really encourage you to respond to those and share your thoughts with your fellow students. With the review questions, as I mentioned, there are some quiz questions incorporated with the Explore tab resources, and you can also find the answers for the special activities from the musculoskeletal block on renal stone risk to astronauts and microgravity effects on human physiology, skeletal system. You can download those via Canvas. With the extra resources, neuroscience is one of the most heavily researched areas in space health. So there are actually 6 separate pages set up for you to have a look at. These resources are completely optional, but there's a number of things for you to choose from, including online links, journal articles, videos. So we have Neuroscience, the brain in space, vestibular and sensory motor responses, special senses, fluid shifts, behavioural health and well-being, and finally creativity. For our Meet an Expert session, we have Dr. Sunny Narayanan, and he has a really fascinating background and is also incredibly supportive of young people and their efforts to get involved in space health research. So definitely looking forward to that one. And then, as usual, we have his biography, the webinar link. The recording will be made available via our YouTube channel, and then some reflection points on Padlet. Reminder again about these spin-off resources for you to have a look through and utilise for your final assignment. For the tutorial, we'll start with another NASA inspirational video, then the recap for the musculoskeletal block. So please have a look at the allocations and instructions in advance and be ready to present if you are one of the people listed. Then small group discussion of a number of brainstorming tasks and the debrief for the musculoskeletal block. For our small group discussion, we're going to be talking about 3 really interesting points. The first is the biophilia hypothesis, and that is thinking about how the natural environment is important for the well-being of humans. The second point, coping with isolation and confinement, and you've all had experience of that during the pandemic, so you should have some thoughts to share. And finally, can creativity help you to survive? Then we'll finish off with the debrief for the musculoskeletal block. So thinking about how the lessons from research into musculoskeletal health in space can be applied or translated to help human health here on Earth. Then what was good, what was maybe not so good, and what you think could be improved. So if you have any constructive suggestions. So that's all for now, and I will look forward to seeing you all soon. Thank you.